Hello, everyone, and good evening to you all. My name is Felton Parker. Today is Thursday, October 3rd, 2024. As always, each day is a wonderful day to be blessed by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I sincerely hope you folks had a truly blessed and wonderful Thursday. What I have for you guys in tonight's video is the list of all the National Day holidays from my National Day calendar segment. That includes my featured National Day holiday. Also tonight in my weather segment, I will let you all know exactly what we are expecting for tomorrow, which is Friday, the entire upcoming weekend, and also through much of next week. So without further ado, let's get things started here on this Thursday night. And of course, I am starting off tonight's video as I open up my National Day calendar segment. Of course, today was National Boyfriend Day. On this day, National Boyfriend Day recognizes the sweetheart in your life. Like special days for family members, this day dedicates attention to the boyfriends in our lives. Whether the relationship is new or seasoned, boyfriends bring unique meaning to our lives. From romantic evenings, date nights, and adventure, each relationship develops over time. Each year, you build upon the relationship with new memories and experiences. Good evening to you, Jessica. How are you doing tonight? How's your day today? What makes your boyfriend extra special? Like a good friend, a boyfriend supports your dreams and ambitions. Together, you're a team. Often there's an unexplained attraction. Does his character make you want to be a better person? We describe our boyfriends with words like energetic, creative, loving, and kind. Perhaps your boyfriend is a bad boy or a handsome geek. No matter what type your boyfriend is, celebrate him all day long. Here's how to observe. Do something nice for your boyfriend. Hope you spent this beautiful early October day by doing something nice for your boyfriend. While planning the day, consider all his favorite things. If you're uncertain, do something soothing beforehand. Let him know how much he is important to you. Let him know how important he is to you. Consider taking him on a scavenger hunt. Surprise him with a romantic getaway to a place he's talked about. Take him to a movie of his choosing. Pick a sporting event to his favorite team. Whatever you choose to do, let him know you appreciate him. Use hashtag National Boyfriend Day to post on social media and let the world know about your special guy. God bless me. So how was your day today, Jessica? Today also is National Techies Day. So I'm gonna make this one very brief. National Techies Day. On this day, National Techies Day encourages students to consider a career in technology. With so many opportunities in the growing technology field, students seeking a career in technology will find promising choices anywhere they look. In 2012, Engine Advocacy commissioned a report by the Bay Area Council of Economic. In 2012, Engine Advocacy commissioned a report by the Bay Area Council of Economic Institute in California. According to the report, for every high-tech job, 4 more jobs are created. That's a lot of economic boost created by one industry. So that's my National Day calendar segment here on this Thursday night. And here are our famous birthdays from today's date, Thursday, October 3rd. Let's see who has celebrated a birthday earlier today. TV actor Noah Schnapp turns 19. Pop singer Bang Chain turns 26. Rapper A$AP Rocky turns 35. Pop singer Gwen Stefani turns 54. TV actor Michelle Marone turns 33. Drummer Tommy Lee turns 61. Rapper Lil Tracy turns 28. Dancer Gino Coscuela turns 23. Rapper Sofago turns 22. NFL player CJ Stroud turns 22. Movie actress Neve Campbell turns 50. Movie actress Tessa Thompson turns 40. Reality star Janica Lopez turns 26. Pop singer Kevin Richardson turns 52. Pop singer Ashley Simpson Ross turns 39. Model Lewis Kelly turns 26. Rapper Young Manny turns 20. TV actress Jessica Parker Kennedy turns 39. And pop singer Starley turns 36. Also, dancer Gavin Morales turns 19. Those are the following who have celebrated birthdays. Our famous Americans who have celebrated their birthdays here on today's date, Thursday, October 3rd. And now let's go on to your weather segment. Of course, we have more. Of course, I'm going to talk to you guys. Also, in tonight's weather segment, I'm going to give you guys the update on the U.S. drought monitor, and see where we stand this week comparing to from this week comparing to last weekend. And of course, I know it's been another awfully warm and dry weather, hot and dry day for us. It looks like. And I'll let you guys know how long this weather pattern is going to continue. Now, is there any signs of rain, or perhaps even cooler temperatures on the horizon anytime soon? I'll have the answer to the question as I go into my weather segment, and also give you guys an update of what is happening in the tropics. And now, since it's been so dry across our 4-state region recently, with continued dry conditions and increasing coverage and development of drought conditions, the risk for fire starts and spreads will increase. So, what can you do to prevent wildfires? Properly dispose of cigarettes and matches. Avoid using equipment that creates sparks. Obey local burn bans and only burn if you obtain a permit. Do not use a lawnmower on weeds or dry grass. Be sure campfires are completely put out. Make sure no vehicle parts drag on the ground, including towing chains. So with the ongoing drying conditions, ongoing lack of rainfall could result in a number of fires happening across the area. So let us pray and hope to prevent wildfires from occurring, that we get in some beneficial rains sometime real soon. Look for pleasant conditions tonight across much of the region, with temperatures falling to the 50s across southeast Oklahoma, southwest Arkansas, northeast Texas, and extreme northwest Louisiana, and into the lower and mid 60s elsewhere across the lower. Look for pleasant conditions tonight across much of the region, with temperatures falling to the 50s across southeast Oklahoma, southwest Arkansas, northeast Texas, and extreme northwest Louisiana, and into the lower and mid 60s elsewhere across lower east Texas and much of north Louisiana. Tomorrow, for your Friday, hot and more humid conditions are expected. Tomorrow, as we go into your Friday, hot and more humid conditions are expected Friday under a partly cloudy sky, with temperatures climbing into the upper 80s and lower 90s. Your averages and your records for this day. Normal high is now 84. Normal low is 61. Record high is 98 degrees, set back in 2019. 43 is a record low set on this day back in 1975. And of course, once again, we're not finding any watches or warnings here on this Thursday night. And all is basically quiet across much of the entire 4-state regions, with the savor of a few showers just southwest and southeast of the Alexandria metro area and portions of central Louisiana, south and central Louisiana. So basically, otherwise, all is totally dry. But there's a disturbance just off the But there's a disturbance along the Gulf Coast, extending from Texas all across the South Louisiana Gulf Coast, and on into just east of the New Orleans metro area into Slidell, and portions of southeast Louisiana, also ports of southern Mississippi, and also along the Gulf Coast, extend all the way from the Texas Gulf Coast, the southeast Texas Gulf Coast, all the way to the Florida Panhandle. Some of these same areas were impacted by Hurricane Helene last week, and of course there's the Mobile, Alabama metro area that you see right there. So that's where the shower activity is being taken place. This caused by a tropical disturbance. Had not determined it's going to be a new tropical system, but I will get into and let you guys know what is happening in the tropics. That's what you're seeing, and of course, this boundary is going to push its way through sometime early next week. Now, will it give us a slightly cooler temperatures and a better chance of rain? I'll have the answer to all that just shortly. So again, it's been another unusually warm day here in Shreveport on this Thursday. And we've seen, of course, we've had areas of patchy dense fog to begin today. Otherwise, we've experienced wall-to-wall sunshine, just a couple clouds here and there, but with humidity levels. So, can you guys believe that humidity was as low as 21% earlier today? So we've seen awfully low humidity levels and lower dew points. That's the informers that there's plenty of dry air in place. That's the informers there's plenty of dry air in place. And so high temperatures actually officially topped out in the lower 90s. In fact, Shreveport topped out at 91 degrees earlier today. Right now, if you look outside, temperature outside is 66 degrees with clear skies. Humidity is 60%. Dew point is 52 degrees. Winds are calm. So that's set the stage here. We could have some patchy dense fog around again tomorrow morning as we get into the start of your Friday. Either that, or we can have patchy dense fog developing again tomorrow morning going to your Friday. So some of us may experience some of us this actually started off this morning with some of the lowest temperatures we've seen so far this season. So far, the lowest we've gotten down to in Shreveport is 60 degrees. So that's where we stand as far as your low temperature. That's where we stand right now as far as your temperatures go. I believe this is actually that we are actually cooler than we were at this time. We're actually cooler than we were at this time last night. Strong Bering storm impacting portions of Alaska. Critical fire weather conditions in the Great Basin and Northern Rockies. A strong Bering Sea storm will continue to impact the Aleutian Islands and parts of southwestern Alaska through Friday. High wind warnings have been issued for the entire Aleutian Island chain. Across the Great Basin and Northern Rockies, strong winds and dry conditions will lead to critical fire weather conditions Friday as a strong Pacific system moves inland. And now let's give you your tropics update. So we actually have two active systems. So as we know that both of these are staying out in the middle of the Atlantic. Neither one of these is expected to make landfall on the U.S. mainland anytime soon. So earlier today, so here's the very latest on Hurricane Kirk. So we have two hurricanes out there. We have Kirk, then we have Leslie. We have Kirk. We also have Leslie. So here's the very latest with two of these tropical systems. Okay, first we have Category 4 Hurricane Kirk. It will be the season's third major hurricane of the season. Actually, the first major hurricane to make. Actually, the first major hurricane. Actually, the season's first major hurricane to not make landfall or even threaten to make landfall anywhere along the U.S. The two major hurricanes this season have made landfall have along the Gulf Coast, or portions of the Gulf Coast regions of the United States. So, most recently was devastating Storm Helene with more. There have been more power outages and more fatalities that have been known. And even though it's been a week, it was actually a week ago tonight when Hurricane Helene affected portions of the Florida Panhandle of the southeast region of the U.S., including Florida. So, across Florida, states of Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas, all the way up into Virginia, people are still assessing the damage that was caused by Hurricane Helene. So here's the very latest on info on Category 4 Hurricane Kirk, the season's third major hurricane. Category 4 Hurricane Kirk is currently located approximately 1,040 miles from the northern Leeward Islands. So that's where Kirk. That's the very latest on Hurricane Kirk. Maximum sustained winds are 145 miles per hour with wind gusts up to 175 miles per hour. This system is moving from the northwest at 12 miles per hour and barometric pressure is at 27.61 inches of mercury. And now here's the very latest on what is now Tropical Storm Leslie. Tropical Storm Leslie is located 610 miles from the southernmost Cabo Verde Islands. The system is moving from the west at 50 miles per hour with gusts up to 65 miles per hour. So maximum sustained winds are 50 miles per hour with gusts up to 65 miles per hour. Winds are from the northwest at 6 miles per hour, and this barometric pressure is at 29.56 inches of mercury. So that is the very latest on Tropical Storm Leslie. So those are your tropic updates. Category 4 Major Hurricane Kirk and also Tropical Storm Leslie. So it looks like the tropics continue to persistently remain active. And also, this is the second hurricane to third. So Kirk is areas have not been affected since it's staying out in the open waters. So the most recent hurricane to make landfall is Helene across portions of the southeastern United States, and of course it is estimated under nearly close to $27.1 billion, with 206 deaths. So 206 deaths have been confirmed officially from Hurricane Helene that affected the Caribbean and the southeastern U.S. a week ago. We're going to continue to pray for the ones who have been affected. And now, let's get back home and talk. Let's get back home and talk about your local. Okay, now let's get back home and talk about your local weather. Here in our neck of the woods. So tonight, skies will be clear as we bottom out. So tonight, skies will be clear as we bottom out at 64 degrees with a light east-northeast wind. And of course, we're not expecting any rain, so temperatures actually could get a little lower tomorrow morning to start your Friday. Now tomorrow, as we go into your Friday, expect temperatures so it will be it will be very warm, mostly sunny skies as we close out the work week. So 94 degrees. So keep in mind that today's record high was 98, so we were safe. So now tomorrow's record high is likely going to be. Should be if we top it at 94 degrees tomorrow, we should be safe. Record high for tomorrow's date, October 4th, would be in Shreveport would be 97 degrees. So let us hope we don't reach that. Let's hope that 97 degrees stands. So tomorrow's high temperature 94 degrees with the east northeast wind at 8 miles per hour. We're not expecting any rain. So tomorrow, of course, is going to be another unusually warm day. In fact, we've had 90-degree temperatures all week long. So we're seeing a touch of fall, some sorts of touch of fall. So with a huge area of high pressure. a huge area, a huge area of high pressure caused by with rapid temperature warming during the day, caused by dry air in place. So that's what's permitting to give us a taste of summer in the afternoons with highs still reaching the low 90s, even though it is fall. So we've been having an incredibly hot start to fall. And now, I'd like to give you guys the U.S. drop monitor. So here's the latest on the U.S. drop monitor. What we've seen. Now what you're seeing to your right. Now what you're seeing to your right is last week's is what was issued last week, with much of with nearly all of the entirety of northern Louisiana is in moderate drought. Only the central portions of central and southeastern portions of the state are drought free. And of course, now what you see on to your left is more brown that's being shaded. So so nearly all of the entire city of Shreveport. So we are currently listed in moderate drought. Only portions of the far southeastern Caddo Parish and much of the southern far southeastern Caddo, much of Bossier, and also the southern parishes are at normally dry. So we're starting to see drought conditions returning to parts of the state, save for southeast Louisiana, including the New Orleans metro area, where they've been hit hard by heavy rains caused by tropical systems Francine and Helene within the past few weeks. So that's what you're seeing right there with the drought monitor release. And of course, the U.S. drought monitor is released every Thursday. So that lets us know where we are. So we are now classified as in moderate drought for a good portion of Caddo Parish, in moderate drought. So let's hope these drought conditions do not escalate, because eventually sooner or later we will be needing some rain. Hello, how are you doing? So tonight, so now I'm going to go into your 7 and 10 day outlook. So tonight with clear sky, so after low temperature tonight, 64 degrees. Normally we should now be in the lower 60s. So even though we're starting off low temperatures somewhere right at average, daytime highs we are running well above average. So tonight, with clear skies tonight, it should be a seasonably mild night for us. And tomorrow, of course, it will be very warm with mostly sunny skies. So, wait a minute. Here I go. So now, back to what we're expecting for tomorrow. Okay, this is what I need to talk to you guys about. Then I'll give you guys the 7 and 10 day outlook. Sometimes I just tend to happen to skip right away. So skies should be clear overnight, with most of us settling drilling in the mid 60s, in the low to mid 60s. Now it's possible that we could get a little lower. Some of us may start off tomorrow morning in the 50s. But with plenty of sunshine and lots of dry air in place, we should be warming up quickly during the day tomorrow. So we'll start out tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. temperature of 64 degrees with clear skies. 9 a.m. tomorrow with mostly sunny skies, so we should be up to 73 degrees. With mostly sunny skies, we should be up to 73 degrees. Noon tomorrow with mostly sunny skies, we should be up to 87 degrees. 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon with mostly sunny skies, we should be at 94 degrees. 6 p.m. tomorrow evening with mostly sunny skies, we should be at 90 degrees. And 9 p.m. tomorrow night, and of course, don't forget. So tomorrow night should be another perfect evening for area high school football games. And do not forget homecoming. Do not forget, folks, show your green and gold. You know, I'll, of course, show you green and gold tomorrow because it is homecoming at both my alma maters. At my alma mater, Captain Street High School, and also at Calvary, Calvary Baptist. Both the Captain Street Gators and the Calvary Cavaliers will be having their respective homecoming games tomorrow night. So it should be the absolute perfect evening for heading out to high school football, and also a perfect day to head out to the Red River Rebel. So again, here's your high school football planner for tomorrow night. Around 7 a.m. the time most games begin, we should be at 86 degrees with mostly clear skies. Around 8 p.m. tomorrow night with clear skies, we should be at 83 degrees. 9 p.m. tomorrow night with skies remaining clear, we should be at 80 degrees. Around 10 p.m., around the time the games have wrapped up, we should be down to 77 degrees with clear skies. Another picture-perfect fall evening for area high school football games tomorrow night. Now I can go into your 7 to 10 day outlook. So with clear skies tonight, after low temperature night tonight, 64 degrees with clear skies. Tomorrow we'll So tomorrow with clear skies. So tomorrow with mostly sunny skies. So tomorrow should be very warm with mostly sunny skies with a high of 94 and low of 68. Winds will be from the east-northeast at 8 miles per hour, and we're not expecting any rain. Now here comes your rain. Here comes your rain chance for Saturday. Hopefully we can at least get in some rain hopefully we can get in some rain to help ease up on dry conditions some. So tomorrow, so Saturday, of course, it will be partly cloudy and very warm. Expect a couple thunderstorms here and there for your Saturday, but the rain chances, it's not going to be much. High of 91, low of 68. Winds will be from the east at 8 miles per hour. Chance of rain 20%. I'm only putting at least a slight chance of rain. Some of you may get slightly better rain chance. Others will, unfortunately, will not see much of any at all, but then just partly mostly cloudy skies. Sunday, Sunday will be very warm with blazing sunshine. It will be rather hot with lots of sunshine. That's 96 degrees in October. I mean, we've seen it before. High of 96, low of 68. Winds will be from the northeast at 7 miles per hour, and no rain is expected. That's unusual. This 96 degrees for Sunday, that is unusually hot for October. And of course, Monday, the unusually hot weather continues. So we're going to be breaking our time records as we get into the start of next week. Now, this is what your Monday is looking like. It would be very warm with blazing sunshine. High of 95, low of 60. Winds will be from the northeast at 8 miles per hour. Chance of rain 10%, not much any greater. Now, of course, that's going to lead up to a cold front that will lower your daytime high temperatures. So instead of us being at least more than 10 degrees above normal, we'll just be at least a couple to not more than a few degrees above normal going into your Tuesday. Lower humidity with plenty of sunshine, not as hot for your Tuesday. High of 86, low of 56. Winds will be from the northeast at 8 miles per hour. No rain is expected. I call that great fall weather there. Wednesday, warm day with plenty of sunshine. High of 88, low of 58. Winds will be from the northeast at 6 miles per hour. And no rain is expected. And going to your Thursday, very warm, plenty of sunshine. High of 90, low of 58. Winds will be from the east at 4 miles per hour. And we're not expecting any rain going into your Thursday. It looks like the very warm and dry weather will continue even into next weekend. Still through at least next Sunday, I do not find any rain chances. And forecast models, of course, they do change. So next Friday, which is the 11th, will be very warm, plenty of sunshine, high temperature close to 90. No rain is expected. Next Saturday, which is the 12th, plenty of sunshine, very warm. Highs will be in the low 90s and no rain is expected, close to around 90. And then plenty of sunshine will continue for next Sunday, which is the 13th. Highs will be in the upper 80s and we're not expecting any rain. So, how do you guys feel about seeing high temperatures in the 90s in October? This is only the beginning of October. But eventually, we will start to see the trends change. Our weather pattern, our weather trend changing from extreme, from very warm temperatures to so normally this be about the time of year when we start to experience drastic changes to our weather. So for our weather, where we start to see a few days with. But I'll let you guys know when we're going to eventually start seeing some 60s and 70s during the day and some 40s and 50s at night. Now that's real fall weather. Maybe when it gets closer to November, we'll let you know. But anyway, excuse me. Anyway, the unusually warm temperatures will go as follows within much of the next 7 to 10 days. So we're well up into the low to mid 90s tomorrow through at least Monday. So we're seeing high temperatures reaching in the low to mid 90s each day, with the hottest day of being Sunday and perhaps Monday. Now Sunday we're up to 96 and Monday will be up to 95. That's going to be followed by a weak cold front that's going to come through. So I'll start over. So we have highs in the low to mid 90s for tomorrow. We're a little lower for Friday, and then of course we'll settle into the low to mid 90s each day from tomorrow all the way through at least Monday. And highs reaching the low to mid 90s each day. Of course, we'll start to see a slight lowering in temperatures. We'll ease back into the mid to upper 80s for both Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, and then we're on another warming trend by the time we go into your Thursday of next week. It looks like so. Now we should now be at least be in the low to mid 80s by now. Normal high is 84. So each of the next 7 to 10 days, we're going to be at least somewhat above normal, above average. 90 rain chances. No rain expected for tomorrow. I'm putting in a 20% chance for your Saturday. No rain for Sunday. Only a 10% chance for Monday. And then each of the next 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, are looking dry, with not much of any rain to speak of. And of course, rainfall totals within the next within the next week, not more than a tenth of an inch up. So Saturday, so with this dry weather pattern that we're in, this unusually hot and dry weather pattern that we're in, looks like Tuesday will be your only bet. I take that back. Saturday will be your only bet. Your only hope is seeing some rain, because if the rain does not happen on Saturday, and chances are, at least we get into times during the middle of the month, at least for the next 10 days out, it's not gonna happen. But we do need the rain to prevent any wildfires from occurring. So tomorrow morning may feel a bit more like late September into early. Now tomorrow morning may feel a bit more like early October, with lows settling into the low to mid 60s, into low 60s tomorrow morning. But definitely with the strong ridge of high pressure in place, we're going to see high temperatures warming well up into the mid 90s, where we're going to be experiencing a taste of summer. Of course, that would be more typical of late August instead of early October. So I did explain to you guys last time about the Jewish holiday festival of Rosh Hashanah. It actually began around sunset last night and it continues through tomorrow. It is the first of the high holy day. It is so I did mention to you guys in last night's video that it is a 2-day observance and celebration that begins on the first day of Tishrei, which is the 7th month of the ecclesiastical year. So a shofar, pomegranates, wine, apple, and honey, symbols of the Rosh Hashanah holiday, which is observed. It varies each year, either sometime as early September and as late as early October. I need to explain to you guys about the origins of Rosh Hashanah, since that's when it actually began. Now, the 5th week of the 2020 NFL season began earlier tonight between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Atlanta Falcons. Now, of course, earlier tonight, the Atlanta Falcons took the victory over the Atlanta Falcons took the overtime victory over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with the final score of 36-30. Now, here are your selected NFL. Now, of course, the following teams that have a bye this week include the Detroit Lions, the the Los Angeles Chargers, the Philadelphia Eagles, and also the Tennessee Titans. And of course, here are selected games. Now, this Sunday morning matchup, it begins at 8:30 a.m. will be between the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings. Following games will take place, of course. Here I have more of your selected NFL games because I'm running out of time here. Of course, Sunday night at 7:20 p.m. on NBC, the Dallas Cowboys will play against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And also Monday Night Football at 7:15 p.m. on ESPN. We have the New Orleans Saints and the Kansas City Chiefs. Monday night 7:15 p.m. on ESPN. On ESPN, there will be only one Monday night game this time. So, all right, now I'm going to be very brief with this as well. If you're selected college football. Of course, because I will have more time. I will have lots more time to share this with you all in tomorrow night's video. So tomorrow night, Friday night college football on Fox will be between Michigan State and 6th ranked Oregon. Saturday morning at 11, 9th ranked Missouri and 25th ranked Texas A&M. Saturday afternoon at 2:30 p.m., Auburn Tigers will be between Auburn and 5th ranked Georgia. This game will begin Saturday afternoon at 2:30 p.m. on ABC. The SEC game of the week will be between Auburn and Georgia, and also the LSU Tigers are off this Saturday. They play next Saturday, October 12th. LSU Tigers will host Ole Miss next Saturday, October 12th. So the LSU Tigers are off this weekend. And also Saturday night at 6:30 p.m. on ABC will be between the undefeated Tennessee Volunteers and the Arkansas Razorbacks. And that will be just about all that I want to share with you guys here in tonight's video. And of course, don't forget, if you have not gone out to the Red River Revel, you do not want to miss it. So get out to venture the bright blue October sunshine that amidst the very warm temperatures, and treat yourself to arts, food, music, you name it. I'll talk a little more about it in tomorrow night's video. So if you have not gone out to the Red River Revel, please make your way on out. You will have the time. I guarantee you will have the time of your life. And also, do not forget this year's Red River Revel. This year's Red River Revel wraps up on Sunday. But that's all the time that I have for you guys here tonight. Once again, my name is Felton Parker. I'm officially signing off. You guys have a good night. Sleep peacefully. Take care of yourselves and each other. Most of all, remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you.